All right. Should be good here in just a moment. All right, looks good. Let's see. Leading off, it'll be Buxton, Larnach, Castro, Correa, France, Lee, Jeffers, Wallner, and Bader. Leading off, though, it's Buxton, Larnach, and Willie Castro. And then for the Tigers pitching, it'll be Casey Mize. Bailey O'Bear is pitching for the old Twins, so it's one or the other. We're either going to hit him good or we're going to get smoked. Yep. Buxton has a leadoff base hit. One on, nobody out. It's a bad start. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, let's hope they win, I guess. Hopefully the offense looks better. Do. Swing in, strike one. Hope for like a line out or something. Get Buxton froze. Looks like a little pop out. Maybe if it stays in play. Doesn't look like it did. 0-2. What's up, Tesla? Yeah, Veerling's back today, which is cool. He's batting 7th today. 0-2. Yeah, Orioles won big yesterday. 22 to like 6 or 8 or something like that. Yeah, Sweeney got optioned. Sent back down to AAA. And he could use it. I don't know. It's just with Baez playing as good as he is and McKinstry playing as good as he is, there's really not a spot for Trey Sweeney right now to get to get a lot of play time. Foul ball will have another 2-2 or 1-2 rather. Ugh. Yeah. Two now. Part of the problem with Sweeney is I guess the main problem with Sweeney, did they get him? I think he got back. That'll be a line out. Looks like Carpenter might have made a nice play. When Sweeney was hitting, it was either. Well, yeah, what happened with Sweeney was when he was playing pretty regular at the start of the season, he eventually started hitting the shit out of the ball. You remember he went on that hellacious streak for about 2 or 3 weeks there. And then when they stopped playing him every day, he stopped hitting the ball. I don't know what happened. He had like a really good 2 or 3 weeks when he was starting at shortstop every day when we had to kind of play Baez in center for a while there. Or at third and all that. 0-1 here on Willie Castro. Gray on Orioles is pretty good. Who's Gray? Who? Sweeney? Yeah, he needs to play more. That's the issue. And there isn't a spot for him right now for him to play every day. Again, it's mainly because the guys around him are also playing extremely well. 0-2. Organizationally, it's not a problem to have, but for Trey Sweeney, it sure is. 0-2 here on Willie Castro, Tigers legend. I always wonder if we gave up on him way too quick. That's a foul ball. Runner will have to go back. Yeah, Sweeney's probably the guy to get called up. No, I think he's MLB ready. The problem is we just don't have anywhere to play him. Yeah, it's one simple problem. He needs to play every day in order to be a good hitter, like most hitters do at this level. So, and the fact that he's not able to, you know. He really doesn't play at all, really, is the issue. He was just kind of taking a roster spot up here. I don't know. He was okay fast. We have faster guys. Like Perez isn't playing. He'd be an infinitely better base path runner. Meadows isn't playing technically today. You know what I mean? Like we have way faster guys than Trey Sweeney. You're a happy Cavs fan? That's cool. Jacob, nice. I mean, Castro was hitting like 360. I don't know, as a rookie. 2-2. And then he slumped in his second year and the Tigers just got rid of him. Gary Sanchez, your fault. Oh, okay. Oh, with Buxton? Yeah, I'm surprised they haven't tried to run, but I think Dingler's catching, so it's kind of... Oh, no, Rogers? Yeah, either way, it's kind of tough to run on us. 2-2. Fouled away. Maybe try to... I don't really know. Wings trade for another goalie, for a goalie from the Ducks. Oh, yeah, maybe it'll work. Yeah, it seems like a premature let go of a player who showed really good promise. Another foul ball. Ninth pitch of the at-bat coming up. It'll remain 2-2. Yeah, Tigers Twins tomorrow night. Sunday night baseball. Another foul ball. We'll get the 10th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Damn, he has not whiffed at a single pitch in this at-bat. I'd try a changeup at this point. I don't know if Casey has one. Ball 3. He's probably going to fucking walk him on 11 pitches. That's terrible. And I think they just stole the base too. Yeah. Well, runner in scoring position. It's a 3-2 count. Now he's going to walk him. Going to lose him on the 11th pitch. That's a really bad bat for Casey Mize. Fort Street cruises tonight, which is one of the biggest cruises in Southeast Michigan. Nice. You going to go to it and hang out? Check a few things? Never mind. He got him swinging. Good job by Mize. Threw a lot of pitches, but he got him swinging. 2 down for Carlos Correa. Not the guy you want to see up with the runner at second. Hopefully they can get Carlos here on a quick at bat, quick pitches. Maybe flies out on pitch 1. Wednesday night is ESPN Mets vs. Orioles, July 9th. That's pretty cool. Yep, we're taking our Mustang since it's only 2 blocks. Nice. That'll be pretty cool. 1-1 on a foul ball. 2 away here in the top of the first. It was good. I had a good day. Sucked that it rained the majority of the day, though. Yeah, they scored a lot of runs. 22 of them. Pretty crazy. They're still a dog shit team, but, you know, they had a pretty good night. 1-2. Kind of proves that, you know, even bad teams can have a really good day every so often. And if you're a fan of like Tampa Bay, you know, it's kind of like, yeah, I forgot. Sometimes you lose those ones. Especially because they did it to a good team. If they had done it to like, I don't know, like the White Sox, it'd have been like, oh, that's just kind of bullying the White Sox. But doing it to division rival, that's one of the hottest teams in the league. That's a pretty good one. Hey, there they go. They get a strikeout. Good job. Threw a lot of pitches to get out of the inning, but they strand the runner at second. We'll go to the bottom of the first. It's been raining everywhere for like the past. Yeah, I know. It sucks, Joel. Yeah, Nick Martinez almost threw one. Sonny Gray threw a Maddox. It was a pretty crazy day, Cameron. It always rains on your birthday. Usually it's pretty dry on mine. When was that last pitch, Carlos? I don't know what he swung at. See, usually on my birthday, it's very dry because there's always a goddamn drought in effect. And it's always like a frightening fact that 4th of July might not happen now. By the way, if you haven't dropped a like, consider doing so. It looks like we don't have too many right away, only 7. Make sure you drop a like, help the stream out. Otherwise, you're gay. And that's the rules. The Trump administration gave me the power to grant people homosexual. And you get put on a little list. Yeah, you guys got... That's twice in one season the Cleveland Guardians have gotten Maddoxed. That's pretty bad. I think it's a stupid idea to look at a pitcher's numbers and be like, oh, we're going to kill this guy. No offense, Joel. But that's how you get yourself worked up. I genuinely don't think numbers mean anything in baseball. They're kind of irrelevant. Because, I mean, theoretically, you should just figure you're 0-0 against this guy. Unless we played Bailey Ober, which I believe he smoked us earlier in the year, which is usually what happens with Bailey. We either kill him or he kills us. But we should only base it on his numbers, not the lifetime success of a player or a lifetime of playing a guy. Let's go with just the numbers then. I think that's a smart way to do it. Ball 1. We'll either hit Bailey or we're not going to. No, we're pretty consistent against Bailey. We usually beat the hell out of him. It's just there's every so often he smokes on us. Called strike 2. Ah, damn it. We're not swinging at strikes. Gonna be a long day if that's what Keith's not swinging at. Both of those pitches should be sitting in left field right now, but all right. Is he gonna get away with that? And he does. Little dribbler goes up the line, and Keith gets himself an infield single. 1 on. Kind of annoyed the fact that Keith is the leadoff hitter. I feel like Veerling should be leadoff hitter if Meadows isn't. I don't know. I think it's fine. Oh, 1 on Veerling. Plus, on Torres. Right now, Veerling, you know what I mean? Veerling hasn't really played against Major League pitching for a while. I don't think it'd be a good idea to have him lead off. You've seen like 3 games. Your gaming, yeah, it should be big, but I get it. Yeah, that's why teams shouldn't live and die on home runs. That's a bad way to play baseball. 0-2 on Torres. Yeah, I guess you should be leading off then, I suppose. I guess that's 4 games. That's like 16 at-bats. He's ready to face full-on Major League pitching again after basically no preseason. Torres strikes out, 1 away. Only in the first inning, and we're already going. Anyway, here's Carpenter. Wonder where everyone's at this afternoon. Damn, only 8 likes. If we don't get it up going soon, I'm probably just going to end the stream. I don't feel like streaming to people who aren't going to help out. No one's here. No one's dropping likes. It ain't worth my time. By the way, it's 0-1. Here's Carpenter. Hopefully he gets something going. Another foul. It's 0-2. No, that's not any fun. I mean, I guess it could be fun unless he's like really young. It's like the 4th person to talk about the Orioles score, but hell yeah. Yeah, they won by a lot. And Carpenter goes down 2 away. Yep, it's going to be a game where we don't score no runs. Oh, yeah, that's a pretty boring one. Here's Green. Yeah, little kids are pretty annoying. They tend to be quite big babies. Usually pretty sensitive for a while. 1-1 count. Swing and strike 2. It's 0-2. Low 90s fastball. That's all the Tigers. The Tigers literally can't hit low 90s fastballs. Like batting practice speed pitches. And that'll be a pop out or a fly out, I guess. All right, we'll head to the bottom or top of the second. Tigers don't really do anything. They get a guy on, strand him at first. 0-0, top 2. I don't think so. I guess. I mean, we only seen 4 people bad. It's kind of hard to diagnose it as everybody. But all right. Anyway, top of the second, 0-0. Is it going to be one of these days where all people do is complain for 9 innings? Just let me know. Just so I can prepare myself for this. It's cool if so. I'm prepared for it. Everybody complains a lot after a bad offensive game. France, Lee, and Jeffers. Yeah, they do, typically. They also do bad against veteran pitchers who know how to pitch to young batters who don't know how to deal with the things they don't do well as hitters, which is a pretty consistent problem for the Tigers this year. Almost every single bad offensive game has come from a veteran pitcher in their upper, like usually like right in about their early 30s to late 30s, or they're just a guy who's been around for like 7 plus seasons. Genuinely, the issue with the team, one like to a T, has been that. And when people don't kind of understand how things work and how development of young players goes and how veterans and why having veterans on a team is so valuable, especially veteran pitchers against a bunch of guys who are under 25, it's kind of hard to explain why a team's struggling and why it's not that big a deal. It's a pretty easy thing to predict. Sometimes they hit the veterans. Other times they don't. You notice that we don't play a lot of young pitchers, like ever. Teams will move their lineups around and their rotation around, so we face their veteran pitchers. Have you noticed that? Remember last year when we seemed to only face left-handed pitchers when we played teams? Where it would be like guys would be making their MLB debut, like 2 guys in a row. Remember that? And we have short memories to the things that don't work well for us. This year, teams just are playing veterans with high ERAs against us because, lo and behold, we're having trouble with veterans who know how to locate pitch and know how to like scout out players and figure out, oh, these guys struggle with this pitch, so we're going to throw this. This guy struggles with that pitch, so we're going to throw that. It's a pretty one-to-one situation that the Tigers are struggling with. Very like, oh, this is pretty, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Anyway, it's 0-2 on a foul ball, I believe. I don't know. That's kind of why they do worse off slow pitching. The perception might be it's slow pitching, but I feel like it's more to do with well-located pitches to spots that our hitters don't do well with, and or make weak contact at. And that's been a big problem for these young guys. Again, when our best hitters are 24 years old in Riley Green and Torkelson, you could see why that's a problem. I mean, how old is Kerry Carpenter? 26? If that. I don't even think he's that old. It's 0-2, by the way, on Lee. And that should be the second out of the inning. It is 2 away. You know what I mean? Again, I would not mean to snap at anybody about that, but it's like, yeah, I mean, the problems are pretty obvious. Yeah, it's fucking Gleyber Torres and no, it's Jake Rogers and Torres, right? Yeah, no, it's good to have a young core. By the way, it's not really a problem. It's just it's a thing. Rogers, McKinstry's like 31 or 30. See, that's a very telling thing. Why do we struggle against veteran pitchers? Well, that might be a home run. It is 1-0 Twins. That was a pretty bad pitch by Casey Mize. Oh, never mind. I think that's a flyout. Damn, he hit that thing a mile in the sky. Holy shit. Or is this 28? Oh, okay. I thought he was a little older. I don't know why. Yeah, I went to college with Zach McKinstry. Like, we were at CMU at the same time that, like, I got my undergrad. Let's see. He was there from, 2014 to 2017? I think that was when McKinstry played for CMU. And I graduated in 2015, 2016. Was there a home run robbery? Because that would have been Kerry Carpenter robbing a home run, which is pretty crazy. Torkelson, Perez, and Vierling do up here in the bottom of the second. Much nicer inning for Casey Mize. That was a good way to keep that was like a 6-pitch inning for Casey Mize. That was really nice. Sorry if I snapped at anybody there. I don't know. Here's a general rule. Let's not complain about offensive stuff until the 5th inning or later. Because after the 5th inning, it's like, yeah, that's obvious we're having a bad day. The first 5 innings of a game, let's not do the complaining about the offense stuff. We already talked about yesterday. We did bad. We know that. Let's hope for a good day, because I feel like sitting here complaining about the offense, and again, I'm not trying to be mean right now, only makes bad offense happen. I'm very much a big believer in the energy you put out is what comes back to you. Oh, sorry, I got a text. Called strike one to Torque. All right, there we go. Sorry, I just had to reply to somebody. I don't know, just because he was only there to be. Oh, that's an interesting call. 2-1 to Torkelson. Yeah, the Tigers also seem to bounce back after they have a bad offensive day. So, yeah, kind of. You should always wait for an order anyway, and then it's like, all right, come on, boys. And again, kind of pointing to like the veteran pitching, right? Like he's pitching away from Torque, trying to induce soft contact because he knows Torque likes to pull everything. So again, unless Torque pushes something weak in the right field, again, it's a smart way to pitch to a guy. Unless he just went inside like an idiot and just gave up. Oh, that's a foul ball. See, and the second he goes inside, he smokes it down the line and almost gives up a double. Yeah, we're pretty solid off a loss. We're a pretty good team. They tend to address what they do poorly the next game really well. Fuck. Oh, that's going to get down. That's going to be a double for Torque. His 18th of the year, I believe. Hell yeah, there we go. Nice way to lead off the inning. Oh, it was number 18. Look at me. High IQ, big brain shit. By the way, if you haven't dropped a like, consider doing so. Helps out the stream quite a bit. I see we're at 11 now. The Oakland Yankees game is a no-hitter. Hell yeah, that's good. Bottom of the third. Yeah, see, like, it's the thing of veteran pitchers know kind of where to deal with the guy. With Torque, he fucked up and went back inside and got smoked on it. Yeah, hopefully, Kooks. Let's get this run here too early on. Let's not leave things out on the field to say, damn it, fouled off. It's 0-2. That pitcher pitching no hitter, that would have been pretty cool. It's 0-2 here on Perez. Single could be a big hit here. Yeah, there was a lot of really well pitched games. Martinez for the Reds threw that really good one. And then I think Torque just got over to third at least. Runner at third, one away. Nice job by Perez to move the runner up. And then we seen Sonny Gray took through a fucking Maddox. No, I think Sonny Gray threw a Maddox yesterday. That's right. Now here's Matt Vierling, who was a pinch runner, broke up the no-hitter in the 9th. Yeah, that's the most obnoxious horseshit. And it looks like the outfielder could have caught that son of a bitch if he would have went a little harder for the ball. If we're being completely honest, that was a really bad out. Like, that should have been caught. I'm going to be honest with you. If Riley Green's in your left field, he makes that play. Called strike one. The infield's playing in on Vierling. They're playing for the out at home. What's up, Miles? I hope Vierling just kind of lifts this ball into the outfield. But I don't think he's going to get a better pitch than a 78 mile an hour curve. Oh, there we go. He did get a... Did he just throw the same pitch? Is that gone? Or just another double? Hell yeah. Oh no, it's a fly out. Well, still, good job by Veerling. He got the running. That's all that matters. Good job. Needed the fly out, and we got one. Looks like there's been a lot of good defensive plays in this game already. We take a 1-0 lead here, though, in the bottom of the second. Here's Zachariah McKinstry. Oh, that'll be a base hit in the left field. McKinstry just kind of bloops it into left center, or just in the left field. See, certain guys, you can't be doing that pitch on the outside part of the plate horse shit, too, because they'll just poke it in the left field. They don't really give a fuck. Yeah, I thought he crushed it. If he'd have pulled it down the line, he'd have gotten it. Oh, and it looks like, oh, okay, that's just a McKinstry hit. The first pitch is an interesting call. Yeah, I mean he's just dropping first pitch breaking balls kind of twice in a row now here. It's 1-2 on Rogers. I hate ESPN broadcast. Why do you hate it? What's up, Peter? Need the low scoring? I don't know. You know how the Tigers see to go. See, McKinstry is a guy who could steal a base. Yeah, McKinstry might try to go, but Jeffers is a pretty good catcher. Wait, Ryan Valade at the was at left field last night with the Tigers. Valade isn't on the team anymore? Oh, wait. No, you guys have Valade? That's cool. Yeah, the 1984 Tigers were a cracked out baseball team. Fouled away. It remains 1-2. And this is basically the best team since 1984. We're putting up very similar numbers to that team. We're very similar to that baseball team. Not as dominant, but like, you know what I mean? Even like the players, it all feels very eerily similar. Kind of dominated with really strong starting pitching. Very good offense that kind of wins in just weird ways. Anchored by a couple really cool young bats. Basically, Green is like kind of like who would you say Green is of the 84 team? Trammell? Just, I don't know. Green hits for a lot more power. 3-2. I don't like ESPN in general because I remember the last few months of last year, ESPN bought out almost every single game that Scooball started, and I don't have ESPN. Oh. Yeah, ESPN kind of sucks. That's why you watch the things on illegal streams to get around that. 3-2. This team is way better. This team is playing better baseball than those teams, it feels like. Nah, Rogers struck out. I don't think it's illegal to watch streams. I don't think it's illegal to consume that content. I don't know. I think watching it is a very gray area where you won't get in trouble. I think actually being the one who streams it will get you into a lot of trouble. Yes. You're breaking all kinds of... It'll get you sued, but I don't think you watching it will ever get sued. No one's ever been sued, I think, for watching illegal streams from like crack streams or anything. Or Ezekiel Whitaker. Yeah, we got a run at least. I mean, it's something. Top of the third, Tigers lead 1-0. Let's hope for a quick inning. It'll be Wallner, Bader, and Buxton. 8, 9, and 1. Wallner, Bader, and Buxton. The streams always are a little slower. The fastest one is the .ir version of the streams, but they're always kind of fucking like shiesty and trying to get money out of people. So they make their like free one kind of crappy every like couple weeks to get people to pay. 2003 and 2019 Tigers were having a competition for which team would be worse. Yeah, those were some bad years. To be fair though, you could unironically kind of take those two teams and like contextualize what was going on in baseball at the time. And it seems like the Tigers had trouble getting talent, 1, and 2, didn't partake in any of the cheating going on. So you have none of the top stars wanting to come here because we refuse to engage in the cheating. We're not playing good baseball on top of that. I don't know. There's something to it. Oh, it was my birthday yesterday. I took the day off. I was hanging out with people, doing things. Big things. 1-0. But yeah, I'm officially 1 year older from the last time you guys saw me. I've aged 1 year. It's a lot different being older. You guys don't understand. What's up, Amir? Amir, they just don't understand what it's like being at least 32 years old. And Wallner goes down on strikes. Nice job by Mize. Here's Bader. Oh, hell yeah. What time is the game on? 4 o'clock. I should be there. Appreciate it, Aurora. Thank you, Miles. If you're not at least 32, you don't understand my new maturity. I think so. I think I need you guys to win that game just because I don't know. Fucking Cleveland. My division sucks, dude. I think we're like 11 games up on everybody. No, I didn't. There's no shot we would have been the same major. I'm taking English classes. And at that point, I'm in like upper level English classes. So I don't think he would have been there. Yeah, he threw a Maddox on him. 89. Yeah, how many hits did he give up? Ah, shit. 2-0. That'll be a base hit for Bader. 1 hit. Ah. Yeah, he's got 9 now. Hey, thank you, Tim. I appreciate you, man. You're too kind. You're far too kind. I appreciate that, man. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm getting pretty old. I agree. Gonna die soon. The White Sox are only 24 and a half. That's not too bad. They're coming up. Ball 1. Uh-oh. Come on, Harrison. Or Mize. I don't know why I thought. I read the name Harrison as I was thinking Mize, and I just said that out loud. Yeah, it picked up. Joe, I was fucking around earlier. I was trying to make people leave likes with guilt. And that'll probably be a 2-run homer. It is. Well, 2-1. Yeah, I went out with some friends and shit. It was a good night. Well, that sucks. 2-1 here now in the top of the third. Well, that's what you get when you throw a foul ball right down the middle. Should probably not throw pitches center cut like that. It doesn't usually end too well. Usually those have a tendency to go far up over a little fence. Yeah, my nose itchy. Ball one. Yeah, I mean, Buxton's great, but he also, that was kind of a hanging splitter right down the middle, you know. 0-2. You got to pitch a little smarter than that to Buxton, or else that can happen. 2-1. Gonna have to go get the runs back in the bottom half. One away here for Larnach. Larnach is up. Imagine I called him Larnach and I just refused to let anyone correct me. Be like, his last name is clearly Larnach. If it's Larnach, why is it not spelled with a K instead of a H? His family could have spelled his name correctly, but they chose to make it Larnach. Here's Castro now. 2 away, nobody on, but the damage has been done in the inning. Tigers trying to limit it to just 2. What we got? That was a nice slider. Not really, but he fouled it off, so that's all that really matters. It's 0-1. Ball one inside. Yeah, he clobbers us, so I'm not too surprised. There's like a long list of MLB hitters that just kind of clobbered the Tigers. One of the more notorious ones in Whit Merrifield just hung it up, thankfully. 2-1. We won't be bothered by that piece of shit ever again. 2-2. By the way, if you haven't dropped a like yet, consider doing so. It does help out the stream. Consider it your birthday present to me. I'd appreciate you. Thank you if you can. Merrifield? He was a Royal for a while. That's where most of his damage against us was done. Specifically the Whit Merrifield Royals, because we kind of handled him later on in his career when he wasn't on the Royals anymore. That's ball 3. This is how he pitches everybody else but Buxton. He throws him right down the fucking middle. It's like, that's a dumb idea. Yeah, it was yesterday, June 27. A good ass day. That's why I wasn't live. Yours is in February. I went out with some friends. Pretty standard day. Keith, Torres, and Carpenter. I might go do more stuff this evening as well. I'm not 100% yet. But at this point, it's just kind of going out on a nice Saturday. Because it's not like 8,000 degrees. I can finally go outside and like it's not raining and storming and shit. No, I'm good. Keith, Torres, and Carpenter here in the bottom of the 3rd. Hopefully we can score some more runs. Let's get that run back, at least tie it back up. You hate Roku? Oh, yeah. I don't really care that much. I always find it really funny when people hate services. Like they're like, I hate Apple TV. It's like, well, then don't watch it. Yeah, but they play the one game a year on there. It's like, yeah, they just mute it, I guess. I don't know. It's not that bad. It's fucking, and it's never because of like the coverage of the game. They're just like, I fucking hate the way they cover it. It's like, just mute it then. It's not that hard. If genuinely, even before I like started streaming, if I was watching something on like a thing and it annoyed me, I'd just mute it. Be like, there we go. Because like as long as you're like getting the picture, like behind the picture for baseball, like I don't really see the problem with like the coverage of the game. But like the announcing, yeah, I get it. Commentating can be horse shit. We had some pretty bad announcers in Detroit for a while. And I'm telling you, the easiest way to deal with that is just mute it. 0-1. I promise, it makes it so easy. And if you don't like that they keep putting stuff on behind paywalls, just illegally stream the games. Just go to tvapp.to. It's really not that hard. It's like life is not, the internet makes life so much easier. Yeah, the Tigers are also blessed because they got Benetti right now, which, you know. I think Keith just lined out. Or struck out, one of the two. He struck out. Your old Roku TV's in the closet. It's Pride Month. They should come out the closet. 0-1 on Torres. The Tigers just need some guys who can fucking... We just need maybe some veteran bats. I don't know what we need. 1-2. We could use a good, like, third baseman right-handed bat that's pretty consistently good at hitting. I think we just gotta go get Bregman. If I need Boston to just lose games here. Like they need to have a bad next 2-3 weeks so we can get fucking Bregman. Nah, I think we're gonna go get Bregman. Arenado looks old. I think we're just gonna go get Bregman and have him play third base. He's gonna come here in the offseason anyway. He's opting out of that stupid ass deal with the Sox. Foul ball. It'll remain 2-2 here on Torres. With the Red Sox appearing to get worse and worse, I feel like we're really in the market to make a move for Bregman. So I feel like he's ready to play even. He just don't want to play for that team. Hell yeah, that's what's up. 2 away now after a ground out by Torres. Here's Scary Carey. Scary because he doesn't hit anymore. It would be cool if he just belted a homer right here, tied it up. I believe in Scary Carey still. That's cool though. I mean, the East is pretty wide open next year, Amir. I feel like you guys could definitely take it. 2-0. Pacers are going to be a little weird. Boston's going to be a little weird. Cavs might be really good though. Bucks might be weird if they blow up Giannis. Yeah, Pistons could be involved too. They could be a pretty serious little contender if they pick anybody up. Probably going to be 2 years if they don't do anything, though. They're almost there. They're almost there, but they're like stupid young. That's a really young basketball team. 3-1 on Carp. Yeah, they're right. They're right there, but they're also like a baby team. Yeah, they got the best young team in basketball, probably though. It's the same thing as the Tigers, really. It's like almost identical to what the Tigers' problem is. Very young, but holy shit. If everybody kind of keeps going on the path that they're heading, it's a very good team. Very good team. Now, the Tigers, I don't know why we're playing like this still. It's like, damn, how are we still number one? Called strike 2. Chaz Lanier. Yeah, they just grabbed a guy who can shoot threes because that's our weakest thing. They just need a guy who can kind of consistently hit threes at a somewhat consistent pace. And that's what they drafted. A guy who's a fucking, over 40% three shooter. That's really good. That should translate in the NBA. We'll see, though. 3-2. 2 out. Nobody on. Yeah, the Lions are kind of... Oh, Carpenter did just hit a home run. Do I get credit on that? It's like my 4th call this week, dude. I'm on a fucking heater with these. We got the Perez call. I've called like 30. I swear I keep calling them. We got a cart bomb. I keep pulling it off, man. I can't believe this. His 15th of the year. It's literally like the 4th one of the last week that I've called for a home run. The Wenzel Perez is probably my favorite one because it's like that shouldn't have happened. I was like, and the Perez, yeah, we tied it up. 2-2 game, 15th of the year for Carpenter. He finally is getting back on it a little bit. Who, Carpenter? Nah, Carey's bad 2 weeks there. Fucked it. The unfortunate thing for Carpenter was he like collapsed right at the worst spot of the season to collapse during All-Star time. Like the All-Star voting. And it would have been really hard with Riley Green and Judge being kind of locks for the American League. So there was really only one spot left for the American League outfielders. And it's like with Baez having a resurgent season, you got to remember Baez is one of the most popular players for players who don't. It's hard to explain. Like for a person who's like a National League fan or like a fan of an American League team that doesn't have an outfielder going, they're probably going to pick Judge, Green, and Baez. Judge and Green are just because of name. Like Baez is like a lot of people like Javi Baez outside of Detroit. He's got a ton of fans in the Cubs fan base, the Mets fan base. They'll vote for him. Like they love Javi, dude. Javi's a very Javi was way better with a lot of these teams than with our team. So he's got a pretty, especially the Cubs. Yeah, the Lions are a pretty young team still, I would say. But they're a pretty good mix, I would say. The Lions. They play a lot of young guys though. A lot of their depth and veterans are vets. It's a very interesting team. A lot of their starters are guys they kind of just drafted, but like the majority of the team is kind of like a bunch of veterans. I don't know. They're a mixed up team. Oakland's up 1-0. I'd say Lions are like a middle of the pack team, probably like average age of like 27, 28, which is where you want to be. Lions got a really nicely built roster. But yeah, a lot of their key guys are like under 25, or like turning 25, 26. Damn, that's another ball that gets through the infield. It had eyes. Runner will get over to third. First and third now with 2 away. We'll see what Perez can do. Nice job by Torkelson. Trout is behind Baez in All-Star voting. I think, is Baez still in the voting? It'll probably be an error. Singles on the... Oh, they gave him a single on that. Wow. Mound visit here for Bailey. They're going to come talk to him. An RBI in some way. That'd be good if Perez can pick something up here. You need the Blue Jays to win? They're playing Boston. Yeah, I could use the Blue Jays to win too. I'd like to see Boston lose a game here. Yeah, I called the cart bomb. The Cardinals. Yeah, I need you guys to win too, I think, tonight or this afternoon. Yeah, Torque and Carey having mini collapses in the month of June is really tanked the All-Star chances for both of them, really, which is quite sad. And of course, now they're both starting to tee off now that All-Star voting is basically closed. Like Carpenter, like almost to the tee, is probably going to start mashing the ball the rest of the year now. He talked about how he had to just go find Jesus again, and now I think he's about to lock the fuck back in. Bigger lead in the division. Never heard. Yeah, we could use it. Plus, you guys could use the win too. I mean, the Cubs are kind of sputtering a little bit. You know what I mean? Damn it, Perez struck out. We tied it back up, and we're putting good pressure on Bailey O'Bear here this afternoon. We got him at 61 pitches already through 3. So we'll be in that bullpen pretty quick. Plus we're hitting on O'Bear, so they're gonna pull him pretty soon. Yeah, this is good. Good job by the offense today. They're playing pretty good. That sucked they didn't get that run, but all of that offense came with 2 outs. So Perez just seems to be a lot better of a hitter this year. I don't know what it is, Miles. I think you're right. I think he's hitting with a lot more pop, mainly because he's also hitting from power from the right side of the plate. I don't think he ever hit the ball off a lefty last year. Now he has 3 homers against him this year. I think that's like the biggest thing. Who can be reserves? I'm sorry. Fucking Jacob's like, please don't win. I feel like the Brewers going to somehow take the division. Yeah, the Brewers are going to have a late like August surge like usual. So if you can't beat him, that's on you. True. What's up, Daniel? He's a true switch hitter, so it just depends on who. If there's a righty, then he's batting lefty. If there's a lefty, he's batting righty. He's a true switch hitter. Who's Justin? Yeah, Young's been back in the minors for a while. Trey Sweeney's in the minors. He got sent down. Torque and Carp. Hold on, I don't know who you're talking about. Oh, they could be reserves. Yeah, that's true. I guess so. Carey hit at 424. Damn, that's a home run all over the stadium. Boston is not great because they lost Devers. I mean, they're having a bad year at Boston. A lot of injuries. What's up, though, Daniel? How you doing? Brewers have the NL Central Dark Magic. True. Oh, Malloy? Yeah, sorry. His name is Justin Henry, technically. Miles, I know this is about to be the most confusing thing you've ever heard. Believe it or not, his first name is Justin Henry. I'm not even kidding. His first name, it's just Malloy. If you'd have just said Malloy, it'd have been way easier for me. Yeah, technically his first name is Justin Henry, which is very silly. But I also like that he's got 2 first names. By the way, if I missed anything anyone says, just repeat yourself if you got to say it again. Yeah. No, I'm not even joking a little bit. Look into it. His first name is hyphenated. Trust me, it took me so long to not call him Henry Malloy. Like it took me so fucking long to not call him to call him Henry Malloy. Yeah, I know, dude. And I've seen there's another person who's got a hyphenated first name. I believe they're in the NFL. Browns were like 9 games back and they cut it to like 2. Oh, Brewers. Oh, yeah, here come the Brewers. And of course they added in that Mazarowski who throws 102 miles an hour and nobody can hit him. It's like, fucking bullshit. 1-1. I think everyone just calls him J-Hen, which is why his nickname's actually J-Hen, by the way. They didn't just randomly choose one of the last names to call him. It's because his first name is Justin Henry. That pitcher is, you just named it. Yeah, Mazarowski or whatever. That'll be a leadoff hit. Or, sorry, a 1-out single. I feel like hyphenated first names are becoming more common. Yeah, I only do my career mode. Yeah, Rob Dirty is one of the greatest athletes that's ever existed. I still remember when I got yelled at about playing on pro mode and they made me go play on all pro and then I won the game like 84-12 and everyone's like, well, I guess he really just genuinely enjoys playing on pro more. That was still the funniest fucking thing I've ever done, I think. Literally, everyone's like, Rob only plays on pro because I'm like, no, because pro gives you the most authentic experience that you're actually playing. And I've tried to explain to people that if you play on the pro mode, it's the most like playing another person that you'll ever get, because again, nobody plays like no human being plays as consistently good as all Madden or as all pro. So when they told me I couldn't beat all pro, I was like, that's horseshit. I'll kill all pro. I don't do all Madden because that's horseshit. All Madden's also very easy to like cheese. You just run. There's two plays that always work in all Madden, and you can just spam those and score touchdowns. It's not even that impressive. Yeah, I was scoring like 80 points a game in NBA games. If only I had a console or they put MLB The Show on PC, I'd be the greatest. Yeah, he's a phenomenal athlete. Multi-sport. I'm telling you, I've done some very incredible feats in these sports games, and they're all live. It's like I think what did we go like 78-2, or did we go undefeated with the Nets that year? No, we didn't go undefeated. We lost like 4 games and won the championship. It was the greatest season of all time. I averaged like 80 points a game. It was unbelievable. At some point, all I did was hit them green badges. Boy, I was fucking nasty for a minute on that game. I think I quit playing because it was too easy. I was like, I don't. This game's too easy for me. 1-2. Plus, it got kind of weird. I don't know. A lot of sports games. I just lost the interest in sports games as I've gotten older. And that'll be a ground out. Nice job by the Tigers. Way to get the ball back to the offense. 2-2. Bottom of the 4th. You can tell I'm starting to miss football a little bit. Veerling, McKinstry, and Rogers. I've seen people play. All Madden's issue is it's fun. It's really well done gameplay. But the problem is, like, the second you figure out the play that always works, and it's always like some weird crosser play with like play action where you just kind of like a tight end runs right up the middle and your receivers like cross across the middle. It like breaks the game. It does it on every single level. But for some reason, it really breaks all Madden, and you just get 8 yards every play. 8 yards, 8 yards, 8 yards, 8 yards, touchdown. And it's quite silly. Like, that's why it's like, yeah, all Madden's fun, but like, I don't want to run the same play because like otherwise you can't really do anything against it, or like you got to be perfect at Madden, and I'm not. Veerling, McKinstry, and Rogers do appear in the bottom of the 4th. 7, 8, 9 do up. Tigers about to score at least one on a Rogers homer. That would be the call of the century. If I called it right now and he just hits it, I'd be like, I told you. I'm also trying to get back into the single player games. Yeah, I mean, those are fun. I like things like Grand Theft Auto a lot lately. That's been pretty fun. I'm responding to a text really quick. It's ball 1 to Veerling. It's fouled away. Do you think it's going to get delayed again? It's supposed to have basketball. It's supposed to have all kinds of stuff. It's supposed to be, yeah, like you said, one of the biggest games. I don't think it's going to get delayed again. They've already delayed it pretty far. It might. Wouldn't be surprising. What's up, Allison? Hey, that'll be ball 4. We'll get the leadoff man on. Nice job by Vierling. Way to take a walk. If there's one thing about Matt Vierling, he'll take his walks. Yeah, that's pretty standard for Rockstar. They might have another delay. It wouldn't even be surprising. They deliver though. It was good, Allison. Thanks for asking. It was a good day yesterday. McKinstry with a 1-0 count. Yeah. By 2020, yeah. Game looks pretty good. Oh, I think that blooped in. Damn, dude, McKinstry just got a little bloop single in left field because they stupidly have a shift on. This is why I tell you, you never do shifts, dude. You always get, like, a hitter like McKinstry will come up and see that you have the left side of the field wide open, and guess what they'll do? Boop, and just bop it over there. Do you know how annoying that shit is? If I was a fan of the Twins right now, I'd be so fucking livid that they just, like, they have that set up like that. I'd be like, that shift just cost us a very catchable baseball. I don't even know why you'd shift on a hitter like McKinstry. That's actually just bad coaching. Like, I understand on maybe, like, I don't know, Jake Rogers not either. He's a pull. Like Torkelson, yeah, you push people over to the left side of the infield. Like, yeah, duh. But like, damn it, I think Rogers just fucking bunted it. Did he beat it out? No. Damn. He got the runners over, though. I think. Oh, yeah. Great job by Big Jake Rogers. He got him down to second and third with only 1 away. You just turned 23? No, I turned 32. Quite old. Yeah. Rogers isn't the best hitter, so sack bunts work. It's really old. Yeah, I'm pretty old. I'm gonna die soon. It's 02. Is that gonna be deep enough? Hell yeah, that'll be deep enough. We'll get a run in. Nice. We'll take a 3-2 lead. All right, good job by Detroit. 3 straight innings with a run. Runner at third, 2 away. Nice job by Colt Keith. A lot of sacrifice in here. A sack bunt, a sack fly. Runner at third, 2 away. Here's Glaber. Be a good time for him to pick up his first hit of the game. He's 0 for 2. Overdue for a hitty 2. Right down the right field line. Oh, get out. Get out. Wait, did Torres homer? Woo! 3-run shot by Glaber. It's 6-2. Yeah, that's what I mean. I told you guys. What did I tell you at the start? It's one of two things that happen when we play Bailey O'Bear. Remember earlier in the year? Didn't he go like 8 innings and we got fucking 1 hit by this piece of shit? And we lost the game. Literally like a 2-hit game. It was brutal. We got brutalized by this man. Now, we got 6 runs off Bailey O'Bear. 5 of them earned. Oh, is it 5? Oh, there was only 2 guys. I thought that was a 3-run homer. I'm not going to lie to you. 5-2, top of the, or bottom of the 4th. I miss seeing the bases. Genuinely, I thought there was 2 on. I don't know why I thought that. I apologize. All right, here's Scary Carey. He flew out. Oh, well, he's homered in this game. He hit the big home run. That's the one that matters most. 5-2, top of the 5th. Let's hope for a quick inning by Mize. Shut it all down. Man, Torres is heating up with a bit of power, too. That's his 9th of the year. What, his 2nd of the week? Maybe 3rd? Nice to see. Nice to see. Either way, Wallner, Bader, and Buxton. I hate this trio of hitters. Specifically the Bader-Buxton combo. I hate these two. See, the Twins are one of those teams that do something interesting. Like, Wallner clearly should be their 9-hitter. He's the worst guy in the lineup. But there is a school of thought that your 9-hitter should be a good or decent hitter, because effectively what you would be doing is setting up, because there's a weird number of times where the 9-hitter is either the 2nd or the 1st hitter of an inning. It's a weird calculation. I know 9-hitters bat less in games throughout the year. Like if you take your guy who's in the first 3 spots in the lineup, and then you compare his total at-bats to a guy who bats 9, he'll have about 20 to 30 less at-bats a year. It's just kind of like a weird thing that happens. However, there's also a school of thought that, like, and sure, like, you know, limiting a decent hitter like a 257, like that's pretty average hitter, Bader. But having that guy down there instead of, like, I don't know, 7 or like 2nd or like, you know what I mean? So somewhere like that, it's kind of like setting up the top of the lineup with a guy on. And that's kind of a philosophy I tend to agree with. Yeah, we have a pretty good amount of home runs, Miles, at least for this year. Wallner is an 80 overall. Yeah, he's just having the worst. He's just the worst hitter on the team this year. And again, that's not a shot at Wallner. It's just usually you construct your lineup with the 9-hitter being your worst guy is how a lot of teams do it. But the Twins are a little different. Twins have a pretty good lineup, though. Correa's, you know, you don't put Correa last. Ball 1 here to Bader. 5-2 now with 1 away. Top of the 5th. 1, 2, 3, 4. By the way, guys, make sure you check out Amir's channel, The Sports Critic. I don't know if he's still here. If he is, he should type so people can see his channel real quick. And that should be a ground out, 2 away. It is 2 away. They get Bader. He's quick, so that was a good job on the defense. But he's going to be live with our good friend, the sports expert, this afternoon. They'll be streaming the Cardinals and Guardians game. So if you want to hang out there and watch that, make sure you check out one of their 2 channels. One of them will be live. I'm guessing both of them, but should be good. Should be good banter, too. Those guys are pretty good buddies. So that'll be a quick inning for the Tigers. That'll be a 1-pitch fly out to Buxton. Good shit, good shit, good shit. Great inning. We'll go to the... See, that's why I instituted the new rule. Amir's channel is the Sports Critic. THE Sports Critic. It's got like... he's got like right around 4,000 subscribers. It should be over 4 now. Last I looked, it was. And then the Sports Expert 101. They both make great content. They both go live. Amir's channel is pretty fun. You Yeah. All-Star Torres. Yep. I can't believe it, dude. Our team we got a pretty good team. And that's why I also said we should never complain till after this inning. Because now, if you complained after the first, you could probably feel a little silly. It's like, oh, yeah, okay, we got to Bailey O'Bear. It's like, yeah, of course, guys. You got to wait. It's the first inning. Nice to see Mize pitching like this, too. This is the Mize we saw before he messed his hamstring up. I'm probably going to watch the... Yeah, you know, I mean, it's a pretty nice day. I'm probably going to go outside and do some stuff, but I'm also probably going to be watching. What time is it? Start 4:05? 4:10? Yeah, probably. Oh, I know, Cameron. I see you over there. Yeah, Amir's channel's fun. If he streams a lot of basketball too, so if you like basketball, give his channel a watch. As compared to me, I don't fuck with basketball like at all. And apparently he's going to be doing more football again this year, but we'll see if he stays true to it. He kind of took a hiatus until the Giants got rid of Daniel Jones, he claims. By the way, that was a 4-pitch inning by Casey Mize in the top of the 5th to follow up a 3-run inning, which is really great. 1-1. That's called keeping all the momentum on our side. They don't got a shred of it in Minnesota. Now we got to score. Maybe we'll probably score another run right here, I'm guessing. Bottom 5. 5-2. Tigers lead. Tigers trying to force a rubber matchup for Sunday Night Baseball. Yeah, Amir's fun. How many pitches is it, Mize? I'll look. I think it's 68. I'll check, though. 65 for Mize through 5. Real good shape. Real good shape to go 6 or 7. Next Wednesday, it's going to be fun. I get to go to see the Tigers Nationals game. Hell yeah. And take 2 trains. Is it in? Hell yeah. Look at Riley Green hitting a home run at 6-2 Tigers. His 22nd of the year? 18th. Hell yeah. Number 18. Are you actually going to be? It's at National. Oh, okay. That's why you're taking trains. That's cool, though, Miles. That's still pretty cool. One of our starting outfielders for the All-Star game. Sheesh. Crown him. I can't believe we actually fucking got a player like Riley Green in Detroit. I hope we fucking sign him long term. I mean, it's also kind of a cool thing to like get to take trains and do something a little different. Yeah, DC probably is a bitch to drive in though. 2-0 for Torkelson. Ready to go back to back with his friend. Back to back jacks. Are we feeling it? Torque's 2 for 2. He's on I'm surprised though. Bear's still out. Oh, damn it. That would have been the pitch to do it. He hung Torque a slider and Torque just missed it. I bet you Torque slammed the bat down and said fuck really loud after he hit that pitch too. Because he literally just missed the pitch that he should have probably hit 800 foot. Damn, dude. That was a slider right down the middle too. I think so. I mean, maybe. I mean, if you're sitting anywhere near the Tigers bullpen, you'll probably wearing Tigers gear. You'll probably get a lot more balls thrown to you. Yeah, I think so. I mean, it depends on if you probably got to go to the game kind of early. It all depends. Because like I think if you go to the game a few hours before it starts, which is kind of a long day at the ballpark if you do. A lot of players will come up and like sign shit like while they're warming up. Like just kind of fucking around before the game. Like if you ever been to Comerica and like you see like before the game, there's like a congregation of people just like crowding around the third base dugout line. That's because guys come out and sign shit. I was gonna say Carpenter signs a lot of stuff. He's a very friendly guy. Like if you run into fucking Kerry Carpenter, he's so friendly. He like doesn't say no to things. I've seen hilarious pictures of Kerry Carpenter in public, and he's always just. I think he's a very, very friendly, nice seeming guy. I think he's going to be he's clearly going to be a TV personality for the game of baseball, or like an ambassador to the game of baseball at some point. Like, dude, he's a pretty solid looking dude, no homo. He's well spoken. If you ever heard him talk, he goes on MLB Network all the time. He's like super religious. He's like a really good guy to like have as a spokesperson for baseball because again, squeaky clean, just nothing. He's like, I'm gonna put my faith in Jesus about like they asked him about his like slumpies and he's like, I'm just putting my faith back in the Lord. And I'm like, that's that's exactly what you'd expect out of Kerry. He's like, it's God's plan. And I'm just like, all right, dude, but maybe you should review some tape or something. Larnach, Castro, and Correa, 2, 3, and 4. I mean, yeah, he's really about it too. He's like Tebow level of in the faith. Yeah, probably TV guy. I could also see him going in like the professional level of Major League Baseball. You're playing on Road to the Show on Diamondbacks, and you have Kettle, Vlad, and Skubal on your team. It's interesting that you went with. I like that you went with the 2 first names, and then you went with Skubal's because it's like those are the best ways to be to say who they are. It's interesting how people get recognized. 0-1 to Larnach. Both teams go really quickly there in the 5th, but the Tigers hit a home run to make it 6-2, top 6. Been a quick game. Tigers broadcast announcer, maybe. But I see him being more like ambassador to like building the game of baseball in other countries. Damn it, that might have got down. Yeah, it's a base hit. Leadoff single for the Twins. That's the kind of ball that you dive for if it's not 6-2. Like, that's only a hit because of the score. And I guarantee you, if you actually have the game up, you'd be like, why didn't he make a play for that? It's like, well, I don't know, Score. I really wish we could play the Dodgers again this season, but we only play them once, which, yeah, I know. It's like a son of a bitch to play the Dodgers right at the beginning of the year when it's like, I think we'd take them now. This is horse shit. They'll always have the tiebreaker on us now. Like, if we play them 6 times, we probably beat them 3 of them at least. I don't know, man. They smoked us pretty definitively. It's hard to argue that, like, we'd play them better a second time around. I don't want to ever play them again. I hope they get upset and we play, like, if we end up in the World Series, I'm genuinely hoping some dog shit fucking team pops up. Like, we got to play like Milwaukee or something. And they just somehow stumbled hilariously through the playoffs. And then we got them and they just, turned back into the Brewers. Hey, hooray. But no, most likely it's setting itself up to be Tigers versus the Cubs, which I feel like is really good for the Tigers historically. Because I feel like half of our World Series wins are against the Chicago Cubs. Fact check me on that, but I'm like 90% positive. It's like Padres, Mets, and twice against the Cubs. And those are our 4 championships. Like, our first 2 are against the Cubs, and that's mainly because we were like one of like the other 8 teams that existed. And then we beat the fucking Mets since the 60s, and then I believe the Padres in the 80s. Back in the 30s and 40s, we had a lot of World Series. Yeah, we played the Cubs. We played the Cubs a lot in the World Series. Historically, it's setting up to be us versus the Cubs. Yeah, two of the oldest in baseball. I think we're both original franchises in Major League Baseball. It would be Javi to bring World Series to both of the more historically old. You know, that would be actually kind of cool if Baez does win the Tigers World Series against the Cubs. Because it's like, then in Javi's career, he could say he not only brought the Cubs back, but the Tigers, two of baseball's like weirdest, oldest rivals. And Castro strikes out. Nice job by Mize. One away. We played them 4 times. Oh, it's split, huh? Well. Looks like we need a game. We need a 5th run. And Cubs fans will be all in on this too. They'll love that shit. Fuck Chicago. That'll be right when the Tigers and the Lions are playing too, dude. So we'll be like right at the we'll be at like a fever pitch of dealing with fucking Chicago. A generation of people just like me who fucking hate on the city of Chicago sports. Kind of. The fucking Cardinals are coming out, dude. And if it's St. Louis, I'm gonna be so angry. I'm so tired of fucking dealing with the Cardinals, man. They get us all the time, dude. Just the demons of our franchise. I hate the Cardinals. Dude, they fuck us. Like, we've never not lost to them in the World Series. It's like every time they show up and it's Detroit has to play St. Louis. It's like, oh, fuck. Really? Like in 06, I barely knew about baseball history and I went, uh-oh. Why has it got to be the Cardinals? No, because fucking Packers fans are actually good people. As annoying as that is, Miles, you'll find that Packers fans are not that bad. It's just you hate their team. That's how that generally works. Like, but their fans, they're not that bad, actually. Dealing with Packers, because again, they're not like weirdly delusional, hateful people. Bears fans, it's a little bit like it's a kind of, you can feel like it's more camaraderie and brotherly. Like you can feel like it's not like shitty. With Chicago fans, dude, Vikings fans are genuinely like terrible human beings. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with some of them people. Like they're like super pro injury. They like are like rooting for players to get hurt. Like right now, if you go onto Vikings Twitter, they'll be like talking about like, well, hopefully the Lions get all their players hurt again this year. That'd be pretty nice. Like all because Kirby Joseph like accidentally fucking guy hurdled into Joe because TJ Hawkinson jumped into a fucking knee. They're like really upset about that. Even TJ Hawkinson said I shouldn't have hurdled. Yeah, he was going to tackle him in the thighs. That's how you. Oh, dude, yeah, they're very pro injury for the Vikings fan base. A really sour ass fan base. They're really upset that they lost the division to Detroit, and they're really embarrassed about it. And that's really what it's about. With Vikings fans, they'll never openly admit that they're just embarrassed they lost to the division to Detroit when nobody else cares. The only team that's taking it very hard that Detroit became good is Minnesota. Like they cannot cope with the Lions taking the division from them. And then what happened last year? They lost it, dude. They were like the 5th seed. Like Minnesota is very obnoxious. Like I like by the way, not the Twins fans. Like I know most of you, if you're a Twins fan, you're listening, you're like, I like the Vikings. But it's like you got to admit your fan base has lost their mind in football over the last 2 years over Detroit being good finally. I've never seen anything quite like it in all of my days. No, and Joel, when you're fucking 5'11" and 190 pounds like Kirby, and TJ Hawkins and tight ends are 6'6", 300 pounds almost, like the one spot you can hit these people now legally is in the thigh, and that's where they're taught to hit. That's why tight ends don't get mad at linebackers when they hit them in the knees, because they know they weren't trying to hit my knees, they were trying to hit me in the thighs. That's where they got to hit me. That's the only legally, like you have to shoulder in the fucking thigh is the only way you can tackle them big dudes like that. And if they do some dumb shit and jump or try to get out of the way and their knee gets bashed, that's on the fucking tight end, dude. 100% of the time that's on the tight end because his big ass shouldn't be hurdling and jumping through the air. Not at 6'7", dog. It's like, dog, you're 6'6", you weigh 280 pounds. That's a fucking 5'8" safety. he's coming for your thighs. Like Paul, like, you know what I mean? That's the only spot he's got. If your big ass moves or does something and he hits your knee, that's not even a penalty. They're not even going to fine you for that. That's because that's how you tackle people when you're fucking Kirby Joseph. How big is Kirby Joseph? Like, oh, let me show you something. The reason Kirby has, I know you know. I know you're not complaining. Joseph height. Oh, well, that's a lie. He's one of them guys that fudge it. Listen, he's not a very large man at 6'1". He's like, he wears heels. I'm not wrong, by the way, about needing to hit somebody in the thighs to tackle these tight ends. I'm completely right. Dude, the Lions have an unbelievable safety room. Kirby Joseph and fucking Brian Branch. And then their backups are unbelievable too. They have like one of the best secondaries in football. It's so fucking good. My football buddy went to Detroit Lions versus Minnesota Vikings game in Minnesota. She wore a Lions jersey. See, again, for the most part, Tim, they're not bad. However, Tim, there's like a very sizable portion of their fan base that roots for injury. And we hit another home run. Zach McKinstry. That'll be a 2-run. That'll be a leadoff homer. Make it 7-2 here in the bottom of the 6th. Why is Bailey still in the game? Well, we're gonna win today. I think they Miles, the Lions getting fucking Brian Branch and the Packers like giving them the pick to do so is still one of the funniest things that's ever happened in an NFL draft. Yeah, I don't think they care anymore. Looks like they're going to be going to the rubber match Sunday night. I don't know how Branch fell. Genuinely, I thought Branch was one of the best players in that entire draft. Dog, I'd have been the idiot GM that's like, Brian Branch with the first pick we got. Why? Fuck it, we're taking him. Dude, I watched like 3 games. I like watched a little bit of like, I watched, just what everyone else sees, and I'm like, oh my God. That's going to be one of the best safeties in the NFL so fast. And it was. It was exactly what I read. He was a nickel corner. I'm like, fuck that. He'll play safety in the NFL. That'll be a flyout by Rodgers. That's a pretty deep flyout for Jake. Oh, yeah, it's scoop all day tomorrow, too. This is tough for Minnesota. Miles, I'm not going to lie to you. Every draft, I've seen a Lions fan say that about, like, I feel like this is going to be the bad draft this time. Do you know how many people I had to, like, yell at about how good of a draft they had when they took Gibbs? And was that the year they got Gibbs and fucking Campbell and fucking Branch? Was that all one draft? I believe that was one draft. They pulled that off in one fucking draft. They pulled that off in 3 picks. I'm sorry. If you're a Lions fan, all I'm saying is your team does not make bad picks. I've never seen a team like Brad Holmes, like the Rams won a Super, like one secret thing about the Rams. Yeah, they had that fuck that pick mentality, whatever. Their talent scout and Brad Holmes helped in connection with Snead and McVay. They were very good. They're very good at what they were doing out there, and they're still very good at drafting. The Rams, the year that they won the Super Bowl, they did some big flashy trades to get players. They started the most players drafted, by themselves. Like they had the most started like throughout the season. They played the most players they drafted. I bet you the Lions do that very similarly now. Like I bet you that's the Lions now, because again, Brad Holmes can find and choose and put NFL talent on a field. That's his specialty. That's what he's very good at doing. That'll be a flyout, one away. Yeah, Ratledge is going to be the center this year, most likely. Eventually, McNeil will be out till Thanksgiving, and Williams will fill in his spot. And yep. Tyleek looks great. Hassanin has great potential. Yeah, I think that that Arabic fella you guys picked up is that Egyptian fella. I don't know how to say that name. Hassanian, whatever. Hassan. I'm going to call him Big Hassan, Big H. I'm going to call him Egyptian Hutch. I got cool. You got cool blue Gatorade. That's pretty good Gatorade. They're saving the bullpen for tomorrow. Oh, okay. That would make sense. But now they have to go get. They're going to the bullpen. By the way, there's going to be a pitching change. After they gave up the hit, or well, with Carpenter up and a man at first and 2 out in a 7-2 game, they're going to go to the bullpen here and bring in a lefty most likely to try to get Carey out of the game. Well. I can't wait to fucking kill you. Oh, it's Joey Wentz. Oh, we're about to score so many runs. We're about to score like 10 more runs, I think. No, I get what you mean. I think you're just like, yeah, every so often there's a shitty batch of draft prospects. 2021 was really bad. Which is really funny, by the way. The Lions were the only team that the 2021 draft was very bad, I believe. In retrospect, it's like, and if you go look at all the teams, the Lions seemingly got all the good players in that draft. I'm like not even kidding. Like that's part of the reason why the Lions are so good right now is because the 2021 draft, that first draft of like Dan and Brad, or the second one they did, they got all the good players. Like genuinely go look. Like if you redrafted that draft, it's like Detroit got everybody who was good. And then the rest of the draft was pretty shitty. It's like Jefferson was good. And it's like outside of that, it's like all the good play. Like Amon-Ra St. Brown was a 4th round pick. He's clearly the second best receiver of the class. You know what I mean? It's like, well, everybody else kind of sucks after St. Brown and Chase. I'm not kidding. Go look at the draft and then go look at what the Lions did. They got all the good players in that draft. If it was redrafted, the Lions are fucked because they lose all their players. No, well, I mean, not really. No, I think 2021 was just bad. Like there's like 10 good players that came out of that draft. It was like 2013. It just everybody kind of sucked. There's like 10 good players that entered the league that year. That's fine. Yeah, now I can even more confidently say it was just a bad draft. Even fucking Lawrence wasn't good. Mac Jones, like it was bad. Yeah, I can't believe it's Joey Wentz. What's up, Kenny? It's our old friend, Kenny. Good, Kenny. It was a good day. I enjoyed my birthday. It's fine. Sometimes they're just bad drafts. We'll see what this year's draft looks like. I think there are good players in this draft, though. We'll see. I feel like this was a very good lineman and like niche position draft, like fucking nickel corner and shit like that, like strong safety. If you needed a very specific like weak side linebacker, there were tons of them. If you needed an edge rusher or just like a specific defensive end, not an edge rusher, this was the draft to get one. There was a lot of specifics in this draft. Again, this was a very heavy lineman draft, which is very good. The NFL desperate. That'll be a base hit. Runner will go over to third. 1st and 3rd now. Nice job by Carpenter to pick up a base hit against the lefty. I think this is a good draft. Again, the line stuff. Maybe. He might take another year. You rode your bike to Wendy's? Nice. Probably a good day to go on a bike ride. It's not 1,000,000 degrees. Not raining. Nickel corner? Nickel is kind of a guy who covers I don't know why they call it nickel. I think it has something to do with the alignments. I just call it a slot corner. Basically the guy who covers the inside receivers, if that's how they're set up. Usually it means you're running kind of a heavier pat, like you're probably running what, a 5 DB set if you're running nickel. So you bring in an extra corner usually, I'm guessing. Again, I don't know the specifics of it. I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't play defense. But I'm guessing it means you're going to have, what, 5 fucking people out in your secondary. And, you know, you got 2 safeties, 2 corners. So you're going to add in another one and have them specifically cover slot receivers or third options or inside guys. Could be tight ends. But I believe that's how that works. Kind of in lieu of 3 linebackers, you bring in like another corner. Am I right about that? Is that roughly the idea? I think Belichick was one of the guys who really does that. Kind of. They take inside guys. They can go outside, but they generally tend to stick inside on like running backs and tight ends and, you know, slot like inside receivers and shit. I feel like the Phillies need the World Series. Yeah, they're getting old, and Dave Dombrowski's gonna get fired if they don't, because that would be another weird situation. Oh, same here, Kenny. He's been a good pickup. Green up to bat, yeah. Lee, Jeffers, and Wheeler, but Green lined out to the pitcher. It is a lefty on the mound. Anyway, top of the 7th. I'll be right back. I'm going to step out, rip a dart a few times. I'll be right back. One sec, I'll be right back. I'm going to get some pop. Go away. You know, I think everybody kind of likes the Diamondbacks, though. and kind of roots for them. If you're not like a Yankees fan or whatever, mainly, or like I guess like if you like a division rival, but like them beating the Yankees in that 2001 World Series is so fucking fun, like so all time funny. Mainly just because it's like post 9/11, like the whole like the Yankees are like, oh, the symbol of a hope for America. And everyone's kind of like low key. Every baseball fan's kind of like low key, like bummed out. They're like, damn, dude, the Yankees are going to win the World Series after 9/11. We're never going to hear the end of it. And then in steps hero Randy Johnson and the Diamondbacks with their purple jerseys and shit. They steal that sumbitch right from them. That's probably one of the great moments in MLB history. That fucking World Series and Randy Johnson just doing what he and they walked Wallner. 2-out walk. Come on, let Casey let him finish 7. Hell yeah, Richard. That's what we do. They're gonna pull Casey, son of a bitch. Yeah, Randy Johnson's all-time great. Left-handed Nolan Ryan. Damn, that'll be it for Myers. He'll go 6 2/3, strike out 5. Let's see his final line. Strike out 5, give up 1 walk, 2 earned runs, basically the home run. Other than that, he was pretty flawless. ERA down to 2.86, so long as they don't let that other run in on him. From the Astros, I checked this morning. That's fine. I don't care about other teams in the division or best team in the American League. I guess that'd be more important later in the year. Because we're not even the best team in baseball. The Dodgers are. They're 52-31. We're 51-32. So, yeah. But it's probably a good time to pull Mize out. Oh, they brought in Canely. Hell yeah. Time to frustrate the shit out of fucking Bader with some down and away changeups. Well, actually, I don't know. He might throw fastball here. This may be the hilarious moment where you see him throw a singular fastball. Canely hasn't pitched in forever. Uh-oh. My stream lagging? Or is my playback being weird? Are we good? Did I lag a whole bunch there, or are we all straight? We all solid? By the way, I hope everyone's been leaving likes and everything, and we're up over... Oh, we're at 28. All right, cool. We hit the like goal. I appreciate y'all. Thank you. See, everyone's in such a better mood when we win. It's so much funner to stream. When we're losing, it's not very fun to stream. Everyone's always in a bum mood. This is a good response after yesterday. Hopefully they play game. Well, tomorrow's Scoop Ball Day too, so there's a good shot we take this series. Who do we? Oh, we go play Nationals next, right? Fuck, dude, they've been pretty good this year. What are they doing? What's their record looking like? 38, 34. All right, they're not that good, but they got James Wood and CJ. They got a couple really good players on that. And 1 pitch, 1 out. Nice job by Canely. 1 changeup, and we go to the bottom of the seventh inning stretch here in Detroit. I just spoke pretty perfect French. Nice, croissant, baguette, Paris. That's pretty good. That was near flawless. Un, deux, trois, 4, 5. Yeah, when they play like ass, when they do some dumb shit, like I only get in a bad mood, honestly, when the errors start lighting up or they start doing really dumb pitching stuff, like throwing it when they just start spamming it down the middle, because they for some reason will do that. Our pitching gets really weird sometimes. and they'll just spam it right down the middle of the plate. I'm like, what are we doing? They're clearly not caught off guard. They keep smoking the ball. Red Wings got a new goalie. What's up, Brent? Yeah, I seen that, Kenny. I don't know if it's any good, though, because I don't think Anaheim's any good. So I don't know. We'll see if that helps. Gotta trust the eyes are playing. But it is funny that this team just can't seemingly figure out how to... The Red Wings don't have a goalie that they can get that's any good. Seems like that's the position that eludes them. He was a 3-time All-Star. Oh, maybe he is pretty good. We're about to win the Stanley Cup. Lord Stanley's drinking device. Do you think that the NHL should modernize and make it a Lord Stanley Cup? Like actually partner up with Stanley and kind of modernize that trophy a little bit? I think I'd like it more if they modernized. And instead of playing like on the ice, they played in a gym. And instead of with sticks, they played with their hands. And they just played handball instead. I think that would fix National Hockey League if they just made it the National Handball League. Far more interesting game. 1-1. Nobody wants to be cold anyway. That shit sucks. 2-1. You're going back biking? Hell yeah, Kenny. Good luck on the bike ride. Kenny's like, I'm not going to sit here and listen to hockey get bad mouthed. You can go fuck yourself. 700 rounds in the NHL draft, believe it or not. 2-2. Everyone acts like it's so hard to make hockey, but if you play hockey, you go pro. That's like a dirty little secret. Everyone who's ever played hockey gets drafted. Like if you play 4 years of high school hockey, you're going to the NHL. But you'll be in their minor league systems for like 14 years. And so when you're a 71-year-old rookie or a 31-year-old rookie and everyone's like, dude, this is one of our top prospects. He's 31 years old. You'll be ready. And by the way, I'm not even joking. Hockey's a really weird sport where you'll go look at like their top prospects and it'll be like a 29-year-old. This is like, huh? Like, wait, how is this possible? Be like, oh, hockey guys don't debut right away. It takes them a really long time to get up to speed. To be fair, though, at the same point, they'll play till they're like 45. So, like, you'll still get a 15-year career out of the guy. This is like, whatever, okay. That's really strange that you were in the minors till you're 37. Like, yeah, but I got a good 5 years in me, boys. And he does. He'll be near Hall of Fame for 5 years. That's how good he'll be. But that's just the weird, you know. You can't skate. Yeah, me either. I played for, I went to high schools that had hockey teams. But I went to pretty big high schools, so. Three, 2 on Torque. And he strikes out, one away. Wentz, the pitcher. So I think now they're trying to bomb homers. At this point of the game, this is where they're trying to take Joey Wentz very far. Brent can't skate. Who've been killing it for our boys? Let's see. Keese had a pretty good day getting on base. Torres has a 2-run homer. Carpenter has a solo homer. Green has a solo homer. Torques had a good day with doubles. Kind of everybody. McKinstry's had a home run. Really, the only people who've had rough days are Perez and Rogers. But even Rogers contributed with the sac bunt. Veerling's had a sac fly. Really, Perez is the only guy having a rough day. Should be back soon in Toledo, 10 innings. Yeah, they're gonna. Hopefully, he makes his next start against the Nationals. Ideally, he starts soon. I'm surprised Gleyber Torres had 38 homers. Well, I mean, it's Yankee Stadium. It's not too surprising. You got to remember where he played. Like, it'd be different if he played, you know, like at Comerica and hit 38. 2-2, or 3-2 rather, on Perez with one away. Yeah, that's, you know, he just pokes him to right field, you know, it's a pretty easy little gig. Hey, that'll be a walk for Perez. 1 on, 1 out. Here's Matty V. I hate how much more difficult the gap from MLB to AAA because people can go crazy than they. Yep. Yeah, the talent gap between AAA and Major League pitching is decisive for some people. They'll never figure it out. Some guys suck in AAA and come into the majors, and the pitching's just a little bit more where it's supposed to be, and they hit the ball more. It's a very confusing thing to figure out. None of it's exact, and it's always kind of a mystery if it's going to work out. You can predict the guy basically all the way to AAA, I feel like. Hey, that'll be a base hit. And I don't think we get out at third, do we? Ooh, I don't think so. All right. Nice job by Veerling. He gets a hit today. There we go. Everybody's contributed in a crazy way. There isn't one person who has it. Perez has a walk, so he contributed. He's on. Pretty much everybody's been like a factor in this game. Now, if Rogers can get a hit, we're pretty good. Yeah, he had a sac fly today, a walk, a base hit, 1 for 2. That's a solid ass day. On base twice. RBI because of the sac fly. Here's McKinstry. He's 2 out, and he's 3 for 3. Or 4 for 4, rather. The thing's broke. I don't know how many people just scored. I think everybody. Okay, hold on. Oh, it's a sac fly for McKinstry. He's 3 for 3 with a sac fly. He gets a run in. Make it 8-2. I thought he got a hit, but I was like, that's a very confusing way this is all put together. Here's Jake Rogers with 1 on and 2 out. Bottom of the 7th. Tigers up 6. It's 8-2. Sack attack. Shy surprises. Actual cannibal Shia LaBeouf. You guys ever see that? See that? Shia LaBeouf cannibal. That'd be cool. Rogers hit a bomb. Yay. Make it 10-2. 2-2. Or 2-1 rather. Good hitter count. Song by Rob Candor. Called like Shia, like actual cannibal Shia LaBeouf. It's a very funny song. At least it was when it came out, when I was much younger. The pitcher is Joey Wentz. Or you talk about for tomorrow's game. Ball 4, Jake Rogers a walk. 2 on, 2 out. Top of the order for Colt Regard Keithson. His full name. It's like, wait, he shortens his last name too? Yeah, his last name is Keithson. Keithenberger Meister the Fourth actually is his technical last name, but it's a really long one. So he just goes with Keith. Kind of like a Theo Vaughn situation. Like Theo Von's actually like some weird like Baron or something like that. Or his family's like real fucking weird. Like he's got like a way different last name than Von. Like part of it. Wentz? He pitched for. Do you not remember him from the Tigers? Oh, for today, Bailey O'Bear pitched for the Twins. Casey Mize pitched for the Tigers. Not trying to be rude, Brent, but if you're trying to tell a joke, I'm missing it entirely because Joey Wentz was literally on our team like a year ago. Like last season, he was on. Keith will ground out. We'll go to the top of the 8th. We get another run, though. We've scored a run in every inning since the first. By the way. We have yet to not score a run. Oh, for sure. Yeah, no, he was on the Tigers like last year, yeah. No, he's not very good. Joey Wentz is terrible. He was so bad. Everybody liked Kenta over that guy. The Tigers literally held them both up by the scruffs of their neck and made the Tigers fans choose, like, who do we get rid of? And the fans cheered louder for Kenta, so they threw Joey Wentz off the roof. It was only it was only like 2 stories up, so it wasn't, like death defying or anything. They just were like, get out of here. Fuck you. Booted him right across the back. Anyway. Either way, top of the 8th, it'll be Buxton, Larnack, and Castro. Top of the order here for the Minnesota Twins. Everyone loves Kenta. Yeah, that's not too far. 20 fits. I mean, you'd live a 20-foot fall, unless you're just made of like nothing. Let's see. I'm just reading something really fast. All right. Who's Canley will remain in the game to pitch. Fouled away. It's 0-1 to Buxton. Damn, I feel bad for Peter. He took the 7.5 under, and the Tigers alone beat that. That's rough, Peter. I'm sorry to say. I'm sorry, my friend. Looks like that didn't work out. Hopefully, he seen the writing on the wall and cashed it out. 2-1. Like 90 degrees in your hallway. And I have to strip and wax the floors. You're sweating your ass off. That sucks, Brent. That's about a beach somewhere. 2-1. Oh, it's 2-2 now. 3-2. You work at a hospital? Dude, yeah. I mean, wait, why is it so warm? You'd imagine they have AC at a hospital. I guess maybe not in the hallways. It's pretty nice here. It's only like 80 degrees. That'll be a leadoff hit. And Buxton gets on, one on, nobody out. Thought I heard people. Thought I heard like a commotion. Just somebody putting shit in their car. Yeah, I mean it's just Buxton. You put the Young brothers. I mean, that's cool. Jace Young just hasn't really been able to hit in the majors. 85 in Southgate. That's not bad. You would think so. We are the red-headed stepchild for Sparrow. That sucks. Bunch of uncomfortable, like miserable patients. This is super good for health outcomes. 2-1. Foul tip, it's 2-2. Ball 3, it's 3-2. Don't like this. Come on, Canely, throw some good pitches. Full count. And he gets a strikeout. There we go. That's a lot better. Yeah, it's hard, Brent. I get it. Sometimes some jokes just don't really. I don't know why. Sometimes it's sarcasm's really hard to show in text. If not near impossible. 1-0. There are ways to do it though. But again, it might also just come off as sincere. You know what I mean? Without like hearing it, it's so hard to determine what sarcasm is. Because again, someone could be like, "Oh, I'm very excited." Be like, "Oh, that's sarcastic." Be like, "No, I'm actually just really excited. I can't wait. I'm fucking stoked." Nope. Whenever you see a J-U-N-G, you know that's going to be young. Like if someone tries to excuse you for being an asshole, you're like, "Oh, no. I'm not being sarcastic. I'm just rude." Actually, no, fuck you. You are fat. The dress looks bad on you. Oh, you're being sarcastic because I asked, right? No, that's a very fattening dress you have on, lady. Either lose 20 pounds or lose the dress. Ugh. I am autism man. Your social cues have no effect on me. 2-2. Ball 3. I'll say whatever I want. I don't give a fuck. And this is where my jokes usually die because I don't know autistic people in real life, so I don't know the kinds of stuff they say. Yeah, that's about all I got. That was all the joke. I would not be good at stand-up trying to be funny for a living. Boy, would that suck. Yeah, they get Castro 2 away now with runner at first. 2 away, runner at first. Here's Correa. You just let Buxton hit the single, then you just get the next 3 guys. All right, man. Have a great rest of the day, Brent. Good luck with the work. Hopefully you don't overheat or anything. Take it easy, my friend. Looking good for the Tigers. I bet you probably won't have to worry too much about this for the rest of the day. You know what sucks? I know 2 different people who went to the game last night, and it's like, man, that sucks. You know what's crazy? Is it Saturday? How is this even possible? Oh, it's Brent taking off. I think Gibbs is still here. Maybe. I guess he could took off. Yeah. Uh-oh. I think Canley just gave up a bomb. We got ourselves a ball game, boys. 8-4. The Saturday curse strikes. Called strike. Why is he throwing it right down the middle again? He just gave up a home run on that pitch. Trying to make it so Will Vest gets to come into this game. I'm trying to set my closer up for a successful 9th inning. So, fuck yeah. It should be the 3rd out of the inning. It is. Okay. We'll head to the bottom of the 8th. Tigers still up by 4. It's 8-4 Tigers. 2-run homer by Correa cuts the lead in half, though. Makes it a 4-run game instead of 6. Couple 2-run homers from Minnesota has been all they scored. Tigers have scored in every inning since the first. We'll see if they can keep it for another inning. All right. Not bad. Not bad. Scoring on little pot shot homers, that's pretty good. That's the only way they can score. That's a pretty good shot. We win this one. Starting to feel more and more like a dub. These are the Mariners did 47 fastballs in a row. Really? That's pretty funny. That's a way to do things. All right. I'll be right back. I'm going to go rip a dart a few more times, and then we'll finish out the rest of this game. I'll be back in like 2 minutes. Not even that, like a minute. 3-2 here on Torres. Wentz still the pitcher here for the Twins. That'll be a walk. Leadoff walk for Torres. That'll bring up Kerry Carpenter with 1 on and nobody out. I'm going to go grab some more pop here to finish out the game too. 8-4 Tigers lead. They look to add to it. Damn, Jahmai Jones pinched hit and he popped out. 1 away for Riley Green. Sorry, I had to get something to eat. I'm pretty fucking hungry. Oh, is that going to bloop down? Hell yeah. 2 on, 1 out. Riley Green gets his 3rd hit of the day. He's 3 for 5. Little excuse me bloop hit into left field. Oh, 1 here now. 2 on, 1 out. Here's Torque. This could be a big at bat. I mean, Wentz is a starting pitcher. I mean, long reliever, whatever you want to consider him. He should be able to throw like 60 plus pitches. You know, I mean, I believe anyway. He was a long reliever for us. We'd put him in for 3-4 innings at a time, if I remember correctly. Yeah, he's like a starter who just can't. He can go one time through. Yeah, I don't know. He's been in for a minute. I don't know. He's not doing that bad. He's only giving up a run. I guess. I don't know. I approve. Now we got Torque 2-1 off a lefty. Ball 3. Oh, shit. Loading him up for Perez. What a bad idea. The Perez slam is going to be memorable. They fear the Torque. Damn it. He just missed. Damn, dude. He got that to 94. That's fast for Joey Wentz. He doesn't usually throw that hard. Three-two. Counts full. Runners will be on the move here on the pitch to get the head start and everything. No, actually, I don't know if they'll be on the move. There's only 1 out. All right, that'll be a 1-out walk. Bases loaded for Wenzel Perez. Time for the Wenzel pencil Perez push home run. Little bit of a shot here. A little bit of a 3-run homer. He's at 230. Yeah, I know. Veerling's had a really nice day with his 1 for 2 sack fly. I think they're going to go get a new pitcher. Though I don't think it's a good idea to do so against a switch hitter, because they're probably going to bring in a righty, which means Perez is going to go left-handed and push something into the fucking gap. But you can't really leave him out there either, you know. So they're going to have to go get somebody. You probably actually just get into... Oh, no, they're going to go to righty. Cole Sands will come into pitch. He's a right-handed pitcher. Cole Sands will enter the game here for the Twins. Bottom of the 8th, it's 1 out. Bottom 8, Tigers up 8-4 with the bases loaded. So they could do some damage here late in the game. A base hit really kind of puts this thing out of commission. Makes it pretty close to a win if I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, lefty. Now he's going to go lefty mode, Perez. Yeah, I don't know if the I feel like they forgot he's a switch hitter sometimes. I feel like he's like, damn it. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Dun, 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 dun. All right. A little bit of a Perez power time. Fouls it off. It's 0-1. Damn. Fumble. Fumble. Lady Bird. Up. It's back. Way back. I think it's at least a double. Hell yeah, we get 2 runs off of a double for Perez. 10-4. This game's over. GG, Minnesota. Well, maybe. I don't know. Excuse me. Hey, there we go. Everyone's got a hit today who started. Well, except for Jake Rogers, but he's got a sack bunt. Hooray, everybody's contributed today. All the starters contributed. Hooray. Really, except for Jake Rogers. He's the only one who hasn't really done jack shit. Oh, 1 here on a called strike to Veerling. This is a good offensive day. 15 hits, 10 runs. Sheesh. Bussin'. Yeah, but he has a sack bunt, so that's important. And his shit happened when we needed like shit to get going. So I don't know. His was a big deal, in my opinion. In my humble little opinion. Two one. Runners are at second and third, by the way, with only 1 away still. More shot at runs. I said Kareem. 2-2. No, he used to hit home runs, like really weirdly clutch home runs, specifically for Tarek Skubal starts at the beginning of last year. He would like be complete dog shit, fucking 4 out of 5 starts a week. And then there'd be like pure magic in his bat for that Skubal start that would happen. Yeah, Jody, we had a really good game. They responded really well after a rough game yesterday. I wish they could be more consistent, somewhere in the middle of this and getting, one runner shut out. If we could find the middle ground. Oh yeah, she was funny. Yeah, that was funny. That was funny, Allison's timing. Ball one for McKinstry. He's had a big game. He's 3 for 3 with the with a sac fly and a home run. Good day for Mr. McKinstry, who finds his OPS back up over 800 after a slew of triples and homers. Now that he doesn't play every single day, he's so much better again. 289 with 822, and that's literally because he gets like a game or two off a week now. He doesn't have to play every game. We're good, Allison. We know you're just playing around. No big deal. 2-0. He was playing way too much at the beginning, like for that chunk of time there. He needed some time off. It's kind of like they gave Meadows the day off. There's just, he needed some. I think he's played like every game since he's come back, except maybe one. And we want full all hands on deck for the Scooball start tomorrow. Well, I really thought we'd see Will Vest in this game too. We still might, but I kind of doubt it now. 2-2. This is Tyler Holton territory. That is a pretty good steal, especially if he can play good suddenly, like toward this middle later part of his career. He just becomes like a consistently good player. Those will go up a couple hundred, and that probably go up $100 in value. At least 50. He gets himself an all-star game at some point in the future. And that'll be McKinstry flies out. But the Tigers get 2 more to kind of recapture the momentum. They neutralize what happened. 10-4, Tigers lead heading into the top of the 9th. Hopefully we can shut it down and get a win. Good game for the Tigers here today. They've had a pretty solid effort, like we said, 15 hits, 10 runs. They've given up 7 and 4 for the other team. Let's see. Mize had a really good game. He went 6 2/3, gave up 5 hits, just 2 earned runs. That was a 2-run homer, 1 walk, and 5 Ks. Again, with the 1 home run, bringing his ERA down to 2.86 on the year. Very good effort. Quality start. He's pretty much guaranteeing himself as our second best pitcher at this point in time. That should give people a lot of ease about our rotation, seeing Mize pitching good again. So now we have Scooball. We've got Mize. Flaherty looks actually pretty good in his last couple starts again. His last 2 have been pretty good. I think they're quality, both of them. And then Olsen should be back. You know what I mean? We're things are starting to stabilize with the pitching again. Unironically, we could use another left-handed starter though. Bullpen wise, yeah, the bullpen's actually starting to look really good again too, which has been really nice to see. The last several games, the bullpen's looked really, really good. Ever since Chase Lee, that's a good arm to bring in. If he has a good quick inning, he could get himself under 2 here. Yeah, Riley's had a huge game. A lot of the guys had big games. McKinstry had a big game, going 3 for 4. Vierling had a really good game, going 1 for 3 with a walk and a sac fly. Perez had a pretty solid game. Torque had a big game, 2 for 4. Riley went 3 for 5. Carp went 2 for 4. He had a really big game for Carp, maybe a break out of a game. Keith went 2 for 4. It was a really good game. They all really performed at the plate today. It was a full team effort with the bats. Torres hit a home run. That was a really good game. He doesn't really homer, but he did. So it's Torres, Carp. Yeah, Carp hit a home run. Green hit a homer. McKinstry hit 1. So we had 4 home runs today. Pretty good. All right, top 9. It's going to be Lee versus Lee. They're brothers, by the way. What's funny is they actually look really similar in their pictures. I'm not actually going to make this joke anymore because I think these guys actually could be brothers. Look at their pictures. They're damn near identical. Like, they kind of look like they have the same exact smile. That's the thing that's kind of fucking me up on this. I'm not actually going to make this joke anymore. Because I think these guys could legitimately be related. And the Twins League gets the win on that, and then that's going to be a double. Don't like that. Let's not blow this game here. By the way, I know they're probably not related. I'm just fucking around. All right, here's Jeffers now with runner at second, nobody out. All right, hopefully Lee settles down and gets some outs here. Did he just give up a 2-run shot? Nope, a long fucking hit though. Oh, never mind. He's out. Okay. Runner holds at first. Wait, what? What just happened? I think the runner got to third, but the base runner got thrown out at second. Never mind. He flew out softly. Oh, okay. Lee just tagged him with the third. Never mind. I completely misread that. I forgot Lee was standing at second, and he just tagged him into third. He's fast, so. All right, Lee goes to third. It's done. I'm going to sit outside. You're going to chill outside the apartment? Hell yeah. Hopefully they don't come back, Miles. That would suck. Here's Wallner now with a runner at third and 1 away. Twins aren't trying to go quietly here. They just get a runner at first. Oh, no, it's sac fly. Sac fly makes it a 10-5 game. 2 away, though, here in the top of the 9th. Before you leave. Oh, yeah, you're about to go. Have a safe trip, Wade. Wouldn't you leaving tomorrow? I know you were leaving pretty soon. How was your ride, Kenny? Were you cruising, Ken? Cruising, Ken? Oh, Thursday. Okay. So it's still a little while. Basically the rest of the week. Fun. Hell yeah. I should probably ride my bike. I'm probably going to do that tomorrow. Yeah, maybe. Maybe I'll do that. Fuck someone's girl. Ride my bike. Get money. O2. Sounds like a good plan. I've been exclusively dating married women lately. It's a pretty good plan. I plan to get murdered. No, just kidding. That'd be a stupid idea. Like, yeah, I typically only go out with married women who want to cheat on their husbands. It's a fun time. Oh, there's no game this Thursday? Bummer. I might go disc golfing after the game. Or later. I'm going to be watching someone's stream, so it'd be way later. I don't know. I might go tomorrow in the afternoon. There's probably already a ton of people out there. I'm just messing around, Joel. I'm just fucking around, dude. Girls who have who are in relationships basically have dicks to me. I'm good. Especially married women are just unattractive to me. It's like, ugh. You belong to your husband. Get away from me. Anyway, good job by the Tigers. What a good win. Way to bounce back. Get a good offensive win. They'll go to 52-32. Hopefully the Dodgers lose their game today, so we're back. Oh, they're playing the Royals. That's kind of lame that they get the Royals, though. Like, their wins shouldn't count against Kansas City. What's up, Joel? What's up, Jake? Oh, I meant to say Jake. Yeah, good ass win for the Tigers. Yeah, pretty much Lions. Yeah, that's why I'm fucking around. Yeah, we actually won it on a Saturday. It might be our first of the day. Or it might be like our first Saturday win of the year. Yeah, I know, Tim. I can't help it, man. I'm sorry, buddy. Like I said, I might, you never know. I could become, you could become Dirty Tim. I don't think that's how that. It's like I don't think that's how that works. I don't think you get titles. It's like I pass my titles on. So Yeah, 52 wins, Kenny. Good season. Just coughed up some phlegm. That was disgusting. But that happens when you talk for 2 hours and 40 minutes straight sometimes. Well, I'm about cooked. So 8 more to 60. I want 60 before the All-Stars breaks. We could get there. I mean, it's possible. Got to get 8 more games. When's the All-Star break officially? But yeah, we will go to 41 or 52 and 32. Twins fall to 40 and 43. We'll use Scooball tomorrow afternoon to see it. Well, tomorrow at night. Yeah, we snap our Saturday losing streak, which is really good. Get a nice, good win against the division opponent. Offense looked good. Pitching looked good. Mize looked really strong. It was a good game. That was a good effort. We needed that game. Nice to see. Tigers play 6:45 Thursday night. Means I won't miss it. Oh, okay. That's good, Wade. Let's see. What do we got? I was going to say, I thought we were off on Mondays this month. I don't think we play on Monday. Yeah, we don't. So we have one more game this month, and that'll be against the Twins. And then we're off, and then we play in July in Nashville. So the 14th. Let's see if we can get there. Let's see. We could win tomorrow with Scooball, so let's call that 53 wins. And then let's look ahead. We should win 2 of 3 against these guys. So call that 54. Let's call it 54 wins heading into Cleveland. Now, we didn't do very good against them last time. Say we'll get 1, though, 55. Probably take at least 1 versus Tampa, 56. 2, 58. We'd basically have to win 2 of 3 from everybody going forward. Because if we won 2 here, 2 here, that would put us at, let's see, if we win tomorrow, we're at 53 wins. Right? Yeah, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59. So basically, we could lose. We can go 1. We have to win in all but 1. We kind of, I don't know. If we sweep somebody, that is much more possible. It's possible, but we have to basically win 2 of 3 against every single team. And we kind of have a hard run to the All-Star break here. Flying to Orlando. Okay. Well, at least you get to watch the game. You know. America Park's 25th anniversary. Hell yeah, Wade. All right, everyone. I'm going to get out of here. I feel like I've streamed for a minute. I've got some stuff I want to go do. I'm very hungry. I'm ready to go eat some food. So I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go get something to eat. Y'all take it easy. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you have a great rest of your day. I'll see you tomorrow. Oh, yeah, I was going to look at what time the game was tomorrow. Because I actually don't know what time it actually is. 7:10. So we'll be live at 7:05 for our ESPN Sunday night baseball coverage. Woo! I'll see you then. Have a great rest of the night. And have a good Sunday. I'll see you Sunday night. Bye-bye. Kind of like football.